Welcome back to TC's Gaming Channel. My name is King Noj Enarc, and today I've got some exciting news for you on TC's Gaming Channel. So first of all, a couple of weeks ago I recorded 5 episodes of a Minecraft City of Enim World Tour, and then a Let's Play Episode 1 of the Minecraft City of Enim. But unfortunately, because of the recent snapshots in Minecraft, the world got corrupted and eventually it had to be deleted. So we do have a backup file that TC generously and very cleverly downloaded before its untimely demise. So it's an older version of the city, but a version of the city nonetheless. But that's not the whole entirety of the news. Because the snapshots are getting closer and closer together, that means 1.8 is going to be coming out very soon. You can see I already have the latest snapshot 13W32A installed on this one, and I've been just testing out some of the features as well as a couple of designs on this server, or on this world. This isn't a server, this is just a personal world of mine and a testing world. And so what's going to happen is once 1.8 comes out, TC and I are going to be using what we got, any money that we have, anything we pull together. Everyone's going to chip in a little bit. We're going to buy ourselves a survival server, and in the survival server, it's going to be similar to, I don't know if you've ever seen Hermitcraft or you know, just basic YouTubers on survival only servers. No mods, no cheats, no nothing. And so so for preparation of this new server, I have been designing a couple of things for inside the world, as well as testing out some of the designs and some of the contraptions that may come in handy when the server begins. So I'm just going to run through these really quick because I want to keep this this video short today. So right before the corruption of the Minecraft City of Enim, I had this nether tunnel thing going. I was building a bunch of nether tunnels to link up a whole bunch of places. Mainly the portal in the city would be linked up to portals that were connected to nether bases, and you would get there by going inside of these fancy smancy tunnels and little dome areas, and the portal would be on the middle, and then of course if you want to go into the wilderness, there's a airlock safe over here. But yeah, so these are entirely my design for once in a long time. I actually designed these myself. But I'm not going to say that they aren't entirely my idea. That they were inspired by other people's, but they are 100% I built them without looking up any tutorials or any videos telling me like basically how to do stuff. So let's take a look at Nether Tunnel number 1. This is the very first thing I designed for the Nether tunnels, and it's basically this 2-high tunnel that runs along. You can have a minecart going there, especially if it's going a long distance. These half slabs, as well as the minecarts themselves, will prevent zombie pigmen from spawning. They don't work entirely. Every once in a while you get 1 or 2 on the tracks, but it's a lot better than having these half slabs missing, because then you'll just get bombarded. And also, something I discovered, Exumovoid mentioned something about one of the blocks being animated, and he looked at it and it wasn't animated. And he said it was this one, or maybe it was that one, that wasn't animated. Well, I took a look at the different blocks, and it turns out the sea lantern is animated. Here, I'll show you over here. So you can see I just put something up. Sea lanterns are animated, and if we look really close, you can see the little circle is expanding. Just pretty cool. It took me a minute to realize that. As I was building with them, I noticed, hey, wait a second, what is that? And I'm like, oh, this is an animated block. Alright, very cool. So anyway, the tunnel runs along like this, and these chains go all the way up as far as they can up into the nether ceiling, and when it's full scale and it's very, very long and you can see the whole tunnel, it looks absolutely amazing from the outside. This is just one little section telling me how to build it, or reminding me how it's built. And the next one is for when we're going into tunnels. So over here I have a slice of netherrack, and this will show me what kind of hole I have to dig in order to install this tunnel. And then this is the inside of the tunnel here. Again, you have the half slabs preventing the zombie pigmen from spawning, and they can't spawn on top of them because they think these stairs are full blocks. So you do get a couple more zombie pigmen on these rails because the half slab is one more block up, but it does still prevent the zombie pigmen from spawning usually. So yeah, and each of these are the little ends of the branches of the nether hub. These are a smaller version of the central nether hub. So the central nether hub is one of these, but massive, with a portal about half the size of one of those over there. and it looks pretty much the same thing. You got all the chains going up, but you got this amazing pattern in the floor. You can't really see it very well in this one because the stairs go all the way down, but it's basically this pattern in the floor, pattern in the ceiling, and then these color glass in the corners, and there's pretty big nether portal in the center. Anyway, that's all hooked up into a vast network of tunnels that all will take you to various parts of the server. And you can see I just designed a little platform for the smaller portals because I never actually made it that far in the Minecraft City of Enim before that got corrupted. Over here we have my design of a gold farm. I did look up a few tutorials on how the dynamics of gold farms work, but this is pretty much my design. But there's not really much. It doesn't differ very well from other people's I've seen. The concept is very simple. The bigger the portal, the more zombie pigmen will randomly spawn. These pigmen think the trapdoors are full blocks, so they'll walk on top, but then they fall into the water, and they all get channeled down into this tunnel on packed ice, so they all slip in here, and they all fall down into this little chamber. Whoops, I didn't mean to fall down there. I'm not a zombie pigman. Let's fly down and take a look. So in the actual server, I actually plan on, instead of having this part down here and this little killing box, I actually plan on having the hoppers run out all the way over here, go up an item elevator, back up into one of the bases, and so we have a fully functional automatic gold farm. But for right now, I was just testing the theory of can I make my own gold farm, and it turns out I can. And if you stand here with a looting 3 sword, you're going to get a lot of gold very fast. All this gold down here is all in an hour. You can see we have quite a few gold blocks. Those were all crafted with all the nuggets we got. So actually, let's take a look and see how many nuggets that is. So if I pluck these down, all of this was in an hour. As in addition to all this, I tried to separate the swords from the gold nuggets, and I pretty much just threw away the flesh because no one wants flesh. So yeah, I am pretty happy with this. It is pretty efficient, and the problem with this one is that the zombie pigmen will sometimes fall through the cracks. But I don't plan on that happening very often on the server because this is going to go underground, and it's going to fit into the ground as tightly as it can. So I have to dig out the least amount as possible. And then this, all in here, is going to be stone, so that means that the zombie pigman won't fall down here instead of into the killing box like it's supposed to. And over here I've just been taking a look at some of the colored beacons. I'm kind of a fan of this, kind of not. I mean, actually maybe I am a fan of this, I'm not entirely sure though, but I'm just not entirely sure what we would use colored beacons for. I think maybe to mark certain parts of a server or a town, or maybe when we have a central town on the server, this will mark the different districts or something. I have no idea, but the color beacons do work. I have been messing about with them, and they seem pretty good to me. And over here, of course, we have the armor stands. Just been playing with those a little bit, making sure they work. Rabbits seem to be working pretty well, though I wish they had a couple more sounds instead of the one that they do make. And I'm not talking about the hopping, I'm talking about the little squeak that they make when they spawn. But other than that, they're not that bad. They look a little bit funky and they hop a little weird, but I'm not complaining too much. And finally, the last thing on this video is we are going to be having flags marking every bit and part of the server. We decided to have flags of nationalities, not including the American flag, because we want to differ from, the average Joe of a YouTuber. So here I have the step-by-step process to make Union Jack. You guys decide which one is better, the cyan or the dark blue. I think the dark blue looks a lot better, and it's actually more realistic. The Jamaican flag, I couldn't remember how bright it was, but that one was probably the easiest to make. We're going to have the national flags inside the nether hub, telling us whose base we're going to or whose town we're going to, and we're going to have just symbols on flags, and then we're going to have symbols on flags or just flags of various designs to mark out where our bases are. So thank you for watching. Please subscribe to Timmy's channel. Please leave a like and a comment if you do wish to do so, and we hope to be starting up the survival server really soon as 1.8 comes out, which I wouldn't imagine would be any more than a couple of weeks, since the snapshots come out pretty much weekly. So you have that to look forward to. Anyway, this has been King Noj Enarc, and I'll see you all next time. Thanks a lot.